Hello there, amazing viewers and subscribers, and welcome to a brand new Doctor Who kind of a topic related video for today. So I did a couple of months ago, I did my video on why I'm not going to be getting Doctor Who, the brand new series 1 to 4 Blu-ray set that's coming out. And to be honest with you, I kind of want to talk about how disappointed I am with the artwork for it. So as you can tell, I've got my steelbooks on display here, and I do have at the side of me here Doctor Who series 1 to 7 in a nice TARDIS blue box set. And I kind of want to talk about what I personally do not think about this set. It's not basically wanting me to buy this, because if I was going to buy this, it would have been a UK release. I would actually go and spend all my money on the American release, because that just looks absolutely so much better than what basically we were getting for series 1 to 4. So I'm going to put the picture of the artwork on and what I think of the two. So this is the artwork for the brand new release of series 1 to 4 with brand new remastered of the episodes and all that. And here is the American release. I mean, no biggie. I mean, for the American release, at least we do get series 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10, 11 and 12 and 13 as well. But the artwork itself, it looks so similar to the American release, and if I was going to buy any of these, it'd be the American release, because I think the American release looks so much better than what we are actually generally getting. So I'm going to put up a picture of what the discs we're going to be getting, not the DVD, the cases that we're going to be getting in this little cardboard box sort of thing. So as you can see, we have got Christopher Eccleston on Series 1 disc. Then, of course, we have the Series 2 Tennant, the Series 3 Tennant, and the Series 4 Tennant. And then the last and final Blu-ray is going to be on the specials. As you can see, we've got David Tennant from the specials on the artwork. But it does seem a little bit disappointing that basically the Americans are having a better release of this than what we are actually getting. No offense, even though I do have Doctor Who series 1 to 7, and I'm gonna keep it, I would so be happy if we could just have in one box set Doctor Who series 1 to 13, because then that way you can think about it, instead of it having like Doctor of the Collection range series 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 specials, 8, 9, 10, you know, so on and so on and so on. Imagine if we just had one big box set over here in the UK to celebrate basically the first era of modern Doctor Who before we basically move on to the next era, aka the Doctor Who modern era phase 2 with season 1, 2, 3 and 4 with Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor and beyond. I really think this would have been a perfect opportunity to actually release this box set over here as well. I mean, the series 1 to 4, yes, and they'll probably re-release series 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 in one box set. So you got Capaldi and Matt Smith on a similar box set like this. My thoughts on the actual release itself over here, I prefer the American version. I'm going to be honest with you, because I think the American version, even though it does have the other series, I think it looks so much better, because look what else they actually thrown into it. You get like little figurines of the 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th and 13th Doctors. Were over here, we're not even getting the little figurines. We're just basically getting generally these just put all together on one box set. And which is the other thing I kind of want to talk about. So if you're like me and you own the steelbooks, and of course you've got Doctor Who The Collection series 1 to 7, what's the point getting this box set with the brand new remasters? Well, I'm not really interested in it. I mean, when I said that, the problem knowing them, because basically, from what we all know, is that they're moving on to a brand new era of the show. They are finishing the modern series with series 13 and up to the series 13 specials. So we know really that the first kind of Doctor Who era from series 1 to 13 is basically just it. It's all just finished with now. So technically, they could just add them into the collection range. Hypothetically, they really could add them into the collection range. You got Doctor Who The Collection series 1, because they're moving on to a brand new kind of era with Ncuti Gatwa's Doctor. So they can really basically re-release all these new special features, or everything that they've done for these new sets, like newly restored imagery, 5.1 surround sound, whatever, you know, whatever they've done for it. They can easily just release them in Doctor of the Collection range, you know. along with the classic series, because the classic series has ended after 26 seasons. This kind of first decade has now finished with 13 seasons for series. 13 series have now all finished, because now we're going on to a new decade being called whatever it's called. I don't know what to call it. I don't know if to call it phase 2 of modern era. The what would you call this era? Would you call it the Disney era of the show? That we have the classic era, the modern era. Now we're going on to the Disney era of the show. How would you actually call it? Would you call it part of the Disney era? Would you call it as generally something else? But to me, I think if I was ever going to buy this box set, personally, I would actually go and buy the American release of it, because it just looks so much better than what basically we're getting over here. Am I going to spend £54.99 on this new DVD Blu-ray box set of Series 1 to 4? Hell no. Yes, it does have remasters and stuff, and I do get why people have said this before when they released them. It doesn't really match up to what the sounds, because I actually did watch the DVDs before I rewatched these Blu-rays, and I understand that it doesn't sound quite right. But to be honest with you, I quite enjoy the steelbooks of them. I mean, look at Eccleston. He looks absolutely amazing. Yeah, look. See, look, you got Christopher Eccleston with Billy Piper. That looks absolutely amazing. You got David Tennant with Billy Piper. You got David Tennant with Freddie Highmore, David Tennant with Catherine Tate. They all just look absolutely amazing on the steelbooks. And to be honest, I prefer the steelbooks over to basically the original releases that we are getting here. But this does have an opportunity, because I don't really want to damage these by taking them off the shelf. It's more easy for me just to basically open this box and put them in myself, so instead of having to take the steelbooks off the shelf. But this set, I'm very, very disappointed with it. I just don't think I'm ever going to be interested in buying it. The only time I'll probably rebuy the modern series is just if it basically comes part of the collection range. Now we're moving on to the Disney era of the show. So yeah, that's the one thing I'm going to say about it. I do think technically I'm not interested in it. It's not brilliant. I don't really care for it. It's a very, very bad knockoff of what the Americans are getting. And that's basically what I'm generally saying, because I'm British. I really think the Americans are getting a better release with the new remasters of Series 1 to 4 with Series 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 and 13. I really think they are getting a better release than what we are. I think that this January release, yeah, we're going to have new episodes and the episodes in new quality and all that. It just looks an absolute really bad knockoff from basically what the Americans are getting. So if I was ever to go and get one of these sets, my 100%, I'd be definitely trying to track down the American version at some point if I want to. Because it just looks absolutely brilliant, the American version is, where this one just doesn't really compare up to it. So yeah, I just kind of want to talk about generally what I just basically want to just quickly give it a bit of a rant, what I personally think of it. I actually prefer the American release over this one. So yeah, I am hoping that Doctor Who The Collection Range does actually pick up Series 1 to 13. Now we're moving on to the Disney era of the show, and basically have the actors come back and rewatch all of the series back to forth. So yeah, let me know in the comments, what do you think of this brand new artwork for Doctor Who Series 1 to 4, the new remastered version? For me, I just think it's a really bad knockoff from what the Americans are getting. The Americans are getting this fantastic, big, amazing set, where we just getting crap, really, for this one. And I understand that. It's because we're getting so much good stuff with classic Doctor Who, with the limited edition sets, with the collection range, and we do get the steelbook releases as well first. And the Americans do have to import the steelbooks. But to be honest with you, I'd rather import the American release than pay for just this British version of it. So yeah, so thank you for watching. Please do like, subscribe, share and join for more awesome Doctor Who content.